First of all, I obviously want to thank all of you for participating into this event, and also Parliament Magazine and Barclaycard for organizing the event. Let's get into business. So we just had an interesting discussion here in the European Parliament about the payment methods and the future of e-payment and mobile payment, and we heard some refreshing views, and one of the main topics was that we are only in the beginning of the story, and it should be a story about what's the payment methods coming, and what's the use of all this regulation and all these new innovations for common consumers.
Well, I think it has been an excellent event today, and it's really interesting to see how close people are in terms of thinking for the future of payments. We're all in this together, so the banks, the payment providers, the regulators, the customer protection agency, all we have the same interest to make payments very easy, convenient, but also secure. And it's really interesting to see how common our wish is to have a kind of regulated market where there is a fair and transparent way to compete, and where there's a level playing field for everybody. It's really exciting to speak to all the people and to help understanding the barriers for this kind of market going forward. It's also interesting and very important to see what the regulators are doing and thinking. I think we've made great progress. SEPA is a good example. I'm delighted that we are making progress. I'm very passionate about payments. I love to be in this market, and I love to be in innovation. So it was a great event, and I'm really looking forward to basically start further dialogue on that.
It was very interesting for me to hear both the Parliament and the Commission talking about where they wanted payments to go over the next few years. In actual fact, Europe has not a bad regulatory infrastructure. I mean, they've got the basics for a situation where the competition, the innovation, the new products and services that we need, there's fertile ground for it. But I think we could still do more. I think we need a more integrated story about payments that makes sense to the European people as a whole. Why are we having these directives and recommendations? And the answer is we want to make a more efficient payment system, which, by the way, means a payment system that will have a lot less cash in it, because one of the big drags on the European economy is the vast amounts of cash that are still in circulation. Despite all of these credit cards and debit cards and mobile payments and so on, we need to do something about cash too.
So today we had a very interesting discussion about the future of payment systems in Europe, and I must say I was very impressed by the quality of the discussion, and also what I learned about future innovation which will take place in the payment area. And of course we as a Commission, with the right of initiative, we will have to make sure that the legislation which we will present in a couple of weeks on this very issue is fit for the future, so that we do not only deal with the situation as it is today, that it is also apted to handle future developments in terms of innovation. And what I learned today is that we can expect much more innovation to come soon, and that adds to the challenge we are having. We have to look forward. We have to make sure that competition will be guaranteed between the different players and also new players entering this market. But we also should not lose sight of the security issues surrounding the payment area, and last but not least the need to protect consumers so that they can operate in a safe environment where trust is guaranteed.